Would y'all please do me a favor and stop worrying about me and give God some praise and honor and glory? I can feel you. I can feel you. Would you just give God some glory and praise and go ahead?
The people he spoke up for turned out to be alleged victims of T.D. Drake's questionable behavior. Despite initial skepticism, a closer look at the history challenges doubts. Even attendees of his events were surprised by his involvement. The sentiment is echoed beyond his bodyguard. Industry insiders suggest his true nature is darker than portrayed. Stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding story. It's not often that a renowned preacher finds themselves thrust into the headlines, and when they do, it's typically for matters related to their spiritual teachings. However, T.D. Jake has recently diverged from this expected trajectory within his field. In the past few weeks, his name has been associated with rather unconventional news, marking a departure from his usual media presence. Now, his appearances in the media have taken a darker turn, with allegations of arrest looming alongside his name. Unlike many of his counterparts, Jake is no stranger to the spotlight. His church's remarkable growth and his connections with influential figures in the entertainment industry have solidified his position in society. Yet, with this level of success comes fame, and it appears that his renown extends beyond his sermons. Recent reports suggest that Jake may not always adhere to the message he preaches. While there are numerous respected theologians worldwide, figures like Bishop T.D. Jake stand out for their ability to bridge the gap between the entertainment world, particularly the hip-hop scene, and biblical teachings. His involvement with prominent individuals both within and beyond the Black community has elevated his influence to an international level. However, much like numerous public figures, religious leaders included, Jake has regularly encountered criticism for his associations with individuals of questionable character and high net worth. Nevertheless, the preacher has typically brushed off such claims, seemingly unaffected by those who oppose him. That is, until now. Recent revelations suggest that Jake may not be embodying the flawless saint persona that many have attributed to him over the years. Engulfed in one controversy after another, particularly in today's headline-driven world, these scandals inevitably begin to overshadow any positive associations. This narrative began to take shape around Jake as doubts surfaced regarding his innocence in light of the mounting accusations against him. The situation escalated significantly when not one, but two individuals came forward to disclose dark encounters involving inappropriate behavior by the preacher when they were younger. Adding an unexpected layer of unfolding drama against the preacher, his own son found himself embroiled in a separation situation, further fueling speculation and lending credence to the recent allegations against him. The preacher's own son found himself embroiled in a separate situation, further fueling speculation and lending credence to the recent allegations against him. While Jake may have weathered more severe storms in the past, the timing of these latest revelations could hardly be more unfavorable for him. Even if you're not familiar with the specifics of his religious teachings, chances are you've heard of T.D. Jake. While his church initially thrust him into the media spotlight, numerous other incidents have ensured his continuous presence there. Some of these incidents have been surprisingly unexpected, such as the recent news involving his son. According to Dallas police reports, Jermaine Donald Jake, the son of T.D. Jake, the influential Dallas megachurch pastor known for his views on homosexuality, was arrested in a sting operation targeting gay activity at Keith Park some time ago. The younger Jake faced charges of indecent exposure after allegedly exposing himself in front of two undercover Vice detectives. Senior CPL Janice Crowther, the DPD spokeswoman, confirmed that the detectives involved were both male. According to the arrest affidavit, the detectives were responding to citizen complaints about suspicious activity when they observed Jermaine, Jakes, and several other unidentified males parking their vehicles in the lots east of the park. Subsequently, the detectives followed Jakes into a wooded area where he approached them with his genitals exposed through his unzipped pants. As detailed in the affidavit, Jake maintains eye contact with one of the detectives while engaging in his behavior for several seconds. Despite the presence of pedestrians and joggers on a nearby trail, Jake made no attempts to conceal his actions. As noted in the court records, Jermaine Jakes listed his place of employment as T.D. Jakes Ministries, a fact that struck many as unusual given the circumstances. However, Jakes was ultimately released at the scene after being detained. For those unfamiliar, T.D. Jakes is renowned as the founder of the Potter's House, a prominent church located in South Dallas with a congregation of around 30 members. The irony of the situation is stark. The preacher has been an outspoken critic of same-gender marriage, even drawing criticism from HIV/AIDS activists for what they perceive as his contribution to the stigma surrounding homosexuality and drug use. Yet here we have his own son caught in a compromising situation involving same-gender relations. T.D. Jakes himself has made his stance clear, stating to USA Today, "To date, I have not seen scriptural supernatural authority that allows me to stand on behalf of God and say, I now pronounce you husband and wife and wife. This is an issue the government is undecided about. The Bible is not. Following these events, Jermaine Jakes' attorney, Faith Johnson, released a statement acknowledging awareness to the allegations and asserting that the investigation was underway. However, due to an ongoing government investigation, no further comments were provided at the time. The situation doesn't end there. The preacher may soon find himself facing sexual assault allegations in court. One of his former mentees, Manasseh Jordan, revealed in a recent video that individuals who claim to be victims of the alleged misconduct by the preacher are preparing to take legal action against him. This corroborates earlier claims of misconduct against Jakes. Manasseh Jordan, a former mentee of Bishop T.D. Jakes, has come forward alleging that the prominent Dallas pastor groomed him. He recently revealed that additional victims have stepped forward, indicating a pattern of misconduct. The relationship between Jordan and Jakes is not entirely concealed, as evidenced by a circulating photo shows Diddy resting his head on his shoulders of the influential pastor. It appears that Jordan has found a way to break free from what he perceives as the grip of his former mentor, and he is now using it as a platform to support other victims. In a video posted on December 30th, Jordan discussed the new victims who have recently come forward against Bishop T.D. Jakes. Today, I've heard from the other two victims that it's just a lot to talk about that experience. The same thing that I experienced. Manasseh alleges that the two victims he spoke with were purportedly groomed and assaulted by Bishop T.D. Jakes. In his video, Manasseh claimed that these victims confided in him about the alleged grooming and assaults carried out by Bishop Jakes. He stated that the victims informed him that Bishop Jakes had allegedly assaulted them, not only as victims of grooming, as he had described in previous videos, but also as victims of sexual assault by the same individual who groomed him. According to Manasseh Jordan, they're going to be pressing charges, like the LGBTQ+ community, but when your own son gets involved in what you condemn, it's another level. And when you're accused of the very behaviors you speak against, that's a whole different story, wouldn't you say? Especially when legal action might follow. Manasseh's video struck a chord with many, sparking discussions online. One person said, Manasseh seemed on the verge of tears. He may deny being a victim, but it's heartbreaking. Another noted, I've seen it firsthand. His breakdown was chilling. The influence these figures hold must be questioned. The full truth is yet to come out, but T.D. Jakes' reputation has been questioned long before these latest allegations emerged. Just a few weeks ago, the preacher got tangled up in a mess with a rapper. Let's just say that didn't help his reputation at all. We all know how social media works nowadays. It's where people became famous, trends come and go, and controversies blow up. The recent buzz about T.D. Jakes, a famous religious leader, and P. Diddy, a rap star, is a perfect example of how crazy things get online. T.D. Jakes, who's pretty well known by now, found himself all over social media, not for his sermons, but because people said he was hanging out with P. Diddy. It's an odd pairing, and it got everyone talking and coming up with theories. Even though Diddy has a history of stirring up trouble, this new rumor adds another layer to his already controversial reputation. The whole online uproar is because of claims made by TikTok influencer Maishia. In a viral video, she talked about Diddy's past relationship with Cassie and made some serious accusations, including about SA. She also mentioned wild parties supposedly thrown by Diddy, where TJ Jakes was rumored to be a regular guest, adding fuel to the fire. The video hinted at a secret photo that belonged to Diddy's late ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, whose death was already a mystery. With Diddy's name in the spotlight, the video caused a huge stir online, especially with fans shocked about Bishop Jakes' alleged involvement in these shady activities. Once news of his supposed connection with Diddy spread, lots of fans joined the conversation, with one user saying, "This is just the start. There's more to come about T.D. Jakes Ministries. There are a lot of secrets waiting to be uncovered about how things are run. Jakes attending numerous P. Diddy parties is just the beginning." After facing accusations and a wave of criticism on social media, the preacher seemed to address these claims in a recent church service streamed on YouTube, and during his sermon, Jakes appeared to address the allegations, which he dismissed as entirely untrue. While no concrete evidence has surfaced, Jakes' history of controversy makes it hard to take a definitive stance. Perhaps undeniable proof will emerge to vindicate him, but only time will tell. And that's going to be all for today, folks. If you want to keep yourself updated on the latest binge-worthy topics, click that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this.